I thought I could conquer it in a week. But 90 days changed everything. My name is Noah. I was 29 when I decided to end the cycle. Porn, guilt, secrecy, repeat. I didn't know if I could do it, but I knew I had to try. The question wasn't whether I would slip. It was whether I'd slip and stop trying, or slip and choose differently next time. I stood in my bathroom mirror that winter morning, muted light through the blinds, toothbrush in hand, and talked to myself like I'd never talked before. No more hiding, no more shame, just 3 months of honesty. And so began my 90-day porn fast. Day one was surprisingly easy. I deleted all accounts, cleared history, installed filters. I felt myself exhale the start. I told one person, my best friend Lucas, I can't do this alone. He replied, I'm with you. By day three, the electricity hit. Psychological craving, Pavlovian pull, screens flickering in my peripheral vision triggered months of auto-induced habit. It was like being trapped in my own body, wired to respond to signals, and the only thing I could think of was hiding. I learned to rewire. Each time I felt the electrical jolt in my chest, the call of the screen, I paused, closed my eyes, and whispered, just notice. I'd label the emotion, anxiety, craving, boredom. I'd then walk outside, feel the cold drop of air. I'd practice breathing in and out. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds felt impossible, but I held on. By day 7, I felt fragile, but proud. I hadn't lied. I hadn't binged. I felt less scattered. My mind was quieter. My emotions were calmer. Then day 11 hit. I was meeting a client. I logged in early. Coffee steam rising. Halfway through the call, I felt it. Heat in my chest, buzz at the base of my skull. I told myself I wouldn't binge. I'd turn off my camera, take a breather. I muted the call, touched the mouse, accidentally clicked the wrong tab, caught a glimpse of an old page. My stomach clenched. I didn't binge, but I did something better. I wrote Lucas after the meeting. Told the truth, I almost fell. He replied, I'm proud. You stopped. And something inside me changed. The rush of dopamine that comes from honesty. By day 19, I had built habits. I ran every morning. I journaled for 10 minutes. I signed up for an online support circle. By day 29, I recognized something surprising. I didn't miss porn. I missed avoidance. I missed that fake relief. But I didn't crave the content. By day 45, my focus at work had returned. I noticed joy in simple things: warm coffee, crowded buses, phone calls from my mom. Words that used to feel like white noise now held weight. Hugs felt deeper because there were no distractions glued to my late night pattern. It wasn't smooth. I lost sleep, jolted awake from dreams. My body remembered. My cat would jump on the nightstand around 3 a.m. I'd grab my phone to look for something to watch, but I threw it across the bed and practiced drifting back to stillness. Day 67 brought a tremor I didn't expect: boredom. Real boredom. I used to reach for screens out of boredom. Now the vacancy of silence lay like a challenge on the couch. I stared at the walls. I stared at the day passing through the window. I realized distraction is a shadow. Stay still long enough, and you see the shapes behind. By day 81, life felt richer. Life didn't change entirely. Relationships didn't heal overnight. But I was more present. I remembered conversations. I listened harder. My skin recognized light, water, warmth. I rediscovered empathy for myself and others. Day 90. I sat at the kitchen table in the morning light, a notebook open before me. I looked back at every entry: the good days, the bad days, the ambiguous days where I didn't know which category they belonged to. I counted 681 journal pages, 90 text threads with Lucas, 44 nights I fell asleep without a phone in my hand. I didn't feel proud. I felt humble. I felt like someone who had been stitched back together, carefully, imperfectly, but whole again. By day 91, I didn't feel the need to quit. I felt the need to live differently. I didn't quit porn because I hated it. I quit it because I loved myself more than I believed I could. It changed my relationships. I moved back in with my partner, Sasha. We talk more. We laugh more. We fight less silently. I improved my sleep. Dreams came back. Wounds and memory softened. I sparred again, boxing classes, a decade after I stopped sports. I felt my pulse in my fists, not in the pain of guilt. Work flowed better. I felt engaged. I felt seen. Friends asked me what changed. My answer was always the same: honesty and structure. My brain didn't need more discipline. It needed accountability. It needed routine. It needed connection. It needed to feel the boredom and then live past it. I don't know how long I'll stay porn free. Maybe this is a pause. Maybe I'll step back into occasional use with awareness. Maybe I'll never need it again. I can't predict. Life moves. But I know this truth now. The brain rewires. That dopamine pathway reverses when abandoned intentionally. Neural circuits for connection, touch, love, light back up. Scans of recovered individuals show those areas glow again when triggered by simple human interactions, not pixels. I started this journey alone. Then I realized I had to ask for help. Then I realized the work was teamwork. 3 months, 2 people, 1 decision, no more denial. If you're watching and thinking of trying this, choose honesty as your currency. Choose structure as your vessel. Choose connection as your vehicle. Because the fastest way out of a prison is to first admit you're inside it and then reach your hand out. This isn't a finish line. It's a checkpoint, a new curve in the road. Say something to someone tonight. Your story, your 90-day, 30-day, 7-day challenge may save you or someone else. You're not failing today. You're starting.